Hi there, I'm Annie. This is your gentle full body flow. We're going to start on all fours. So if you'll find a comfy spot, whether you're on a yoga mat or not, and make your way down to all fours. So your hands will be under your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. You'll drop your belly, inhale, and look up at the ceiling with flat tops of your feet down to your mat. Then as you exhale, you'll draw the navel towards the spine. Bring that hollowing cat back up to the ceiling, and then do that again. Inhale, big opening through your chest, through your heart. Make some space through that front of your body. Big exhale, lower that chin to chest. Think about hollowing out here as you completely empty out your lungs. Do that a couple more times, just feeling that full range of motion. If it takes you a couple of moments, a couple of tries to get into that big range of motion, big arch, big rounding, that's okay. All the while, spread out your fingers, grip down through the finger pads so that your palms might even lift half an inch off your mat, just to stabilize yourself. Turn your biceps forward, really fire up through that upper body. Gentle, but this flow will feel like full body activation. All right, now find your biggest range of motion and then continue that cat-cow, but decreasing your range of motion half an inch each time. So you get a little bit smaller on the cat, a little bit smaller on the cow, inch by inch, or even half an inch by half an inch. Really focus on the movement and what that feels like in your entire body, head to toe. Ideally, by the time you can't move anymore because you've decreased that range of motion so much, you'll have the feeling of your perfect neutral spine. Not too arched, not too rounded. Pull your belly up and in so you feel your core engage. Hopefully that feels good. All right, when you're ready, your right ball of the foot will press back. Shift your weight a little forward and back just to start to feel the back of that right leg open up. Big breath in, big breath out. Then next time you press that right foot back, lift the leg to hip height, just to hip height, not so high that you end up arching your back. You're still in that neutral spine. Send your left arm forward and just hold here. If the left toes want to tuck instead, no problem. If that feels sensitive on your knees, you might fold up your mat or grab a towel to place underneath that left knee. You're not here long though. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, left hand goes down. You'll set the right foot down, but pivot onto the inner part of that foot and send your left toes to the left. Now your right arm will reach over your ear, gaze up at the ceiling. Big reach so it feels like a long line of energy from the crown of the head down through that right heel, from the fingertips down through the toes. Now, as you sweep the arm down, it will land half circle on your right thigh. Lift that right leg and hover it here, just like you did when you were on all fours. Fire up through both that bottom leg, bottom arm that's stabilizing you, and the top leg. Now, maybe this is enough for you, which is fine. Maybe you'd rather kick your right heel into your seat and just see if you can touch the toes. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. No pass or fail here, no better or worse. Give it a try. Take a big breath in. And then on your exhale, you will unwind from this, whatever this is, wherever you landed, and come back to your all fours. See if you can take a moment, a breath, to just find that neutral spine right where you landed before. And then you'll do the same thing on the other side. So press the left ball of your foot back. Shift your weight forward and back. See how that feels. Opening up the back of that left leg for stability. The next time that left leg presses back, hold it there. Lift the leg to hip height, just to hip height, not too high. Once you feel like you've found your balance, opposite arm, right arm reaches forward. Length, length, length. Fire up. This should feel like full body engagement. Big breath in. Exhale, right hand down. You'll come to the inner part of that left foot as the left arm reaches over your ear. So it's like that bicep is right near the left ear. Gaze up at the ceiling, find your focus, find your balance. Then that left arm will sweep down and right beside that left leg. Lift the left leg, unless that doesn't feel good, in which case you'll keep it down on the mat. Stay here, or see if you can bend that left knee. Maybe you touch the toes, maybe you grab the top of the foot. Maybe you're able to gaze up at the ceiling just a little bit more as you open up your chest. You're not here long. Let it feel a little wobbly. Let your core become engaged to hold you here. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, slowly unravel, unwind from whichever shape you landed in, right back to your tabletop. Good. From here, curl your toes. Find that spot with your hands where your fingers are nice and wide, grip down through the finger pads. Lift your knees an inch, and then another inch, and then another inch, and then another inch. Your hips are high, high, high in your down dog. Find a second, a breath to pedal it out. Bend the knees, press the heels, or whichever way you like to ease into your downward facing dog is great. On your next inhale, it's a slow roll out to plank, top of your push-up. On your exhale, drop to your knees and then all the way down to your chest. Now send your right arm out to a T, just tent those right fingertips. Press the left side up as you roll to the right. That left foot might go behind the right leg. It might not. You might be able to take the right side of your forehead down to your mat. You might not. You should feel that chest open up here in a similar way as you might have done if you grabbed the foot in that little bind we started with. Big breath in. And then on the exhale, come through center. And you'll do the same thing on the other side. Moving your position if you need, left arm out to a T. Tent the right fingertips. Press that right side of the chest up so that the right leg might go behind the left, or it might not. Find your range of motion where it feels like this is a nice stretch, but nothing crazy intense. Take a big breath in, and then exhale, come back center. Find yourself in the middle of your mat, shift yourself up through tabletop, and then right back to your downward facing dog. When you land there, start to take tippy toe steps to the top of your mat where you will land in your forward fold. Let your head and your arms hang heavy in that fold. Give your head a nod yes, a shake no, a nod yes. Any amount of bend in the knees here, totally fine. If the floor feels far away and you've got either a yoga block or some books, you could place your palms on those. Even a chair if you want to come a little bit more upright, but you're not here long. Take a big breath in and sink a little lower into that forward fold on your exhale. When you're ready, bend your knees and super slowly roll all the way up to standing. Find your mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your arms up, high mountain. Exhale, open up your arms, hinge from your hips, dive forward, forward fold. Now inhale is your half lift, so fingertips to your shins as you gaze forward. Exhale, you'll refold and find your downward facing dog. On an inhale, slow roll to plank, top of your push-up. On your exhale, you can lower all the way down to your mat again, or feel free to stop halfway if you'd prefer. Inhale is either cobra if your thighs are on the mat, or upward facing dog if your thighs are off. Curl your toes, hips go high, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in, hips high. Exhale, knees come down wide for your child's pose. Send your hips back, reach your arms forward. Take your forehead down to your mat. Find a moment to breathe. Hopefully feeling a little bit warmer now. Take a big breath in, and then melt a little further into that child's pose on your exhale. Gaze forward, snake your body forward and through to the top of your mat to your cobra. Thighs stay on the mat. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Good work. On an inhale, your right foot will slide between your palms as you gently drop that left knee. Now you might decide to keep your palms on the ground. You might decide to take your palms on top of that right thigh, or you might decide to reach your arms up. Big breath in, sink into the stretch. Now on your exhale, hands will come down. Lift the back knee and pivot onto the inner part of that back foot, straighten the right leg. You are transitioning into your triangle pose here. So both legs are straight, send your hips forward and take up space. Now your right hand might slip onto that right thigh. It might want to hover off the floor or fingertips down inside that right foot. It's totally up to you. Again, if you've got a yoga block, it might go underneath that right hand inside the foot. Big breath in and out. On your next inhale, rebend that front knee, peaceful warrior. Right arm comes up and behind you. On your exhale, cartwheel down, frame that front foot, back knee goes down once again. Now this might be enough for you. You might just stay here. If you want a little bit more, you might kick that back heel in and out. See how that feels a little different on the left quad. You might even be able to test that grip once again by reaching back for the top of the foot. Maybe that right knee even opens up a little bit. If that feels tricky, a yoga block or a book underneath the left hand will bring you a little bit of height. If that still feels tricky, go back to one of the other options. Grabbing the foot is not necessary, not necessarily better or worse. Take a big breath in and then exhale, let it go. The left hand's going to stay where it is as you take the right foot either on top of the left for a side plank, in front of the left for a side plank, or you can take that left knee down for a little bit more support. You did this in your warm-up when you were just waking up to your yoga practice. So see how it feels a little different this time. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, find yourself in downward facing dog. Take a little pivot to get there. Take a big breath in on your inhale. On your exhale, you're in a very brief child's pose. You reach the arms forward on an inhale. On the exhale, your chest melts towards the mat. On your inhale, gaze at the top of your mat. Snake your body forward and through to that cobra. Open your chest, open your heart, open your gaze. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot slides forward and through. Drop the right knee. Hands stay either on the mat, stacked on the left thigh, or they reach up to the ceiling. Lean forward instead of falling forward. Big breath in. Exhale, hands come down. Here's your transition to your triangle. Lift the back knee, pivot onto the inner foot, straighten the left leg, reach your right arm up. Maybe it was a smooth transition, maybe not. It's okay either way. Left hand can be on that left thigh to bring you a little bit more height. Left hand could be hovering if you want a little extra challenge for your core. Take an inhale, maybe even look up at the ceiling. On your exhale, see if you can rebend that front knee. Inhale, sweep up and back. Peaceful warrior. Cartwheel those hands down, frame your front foot. Same options. The low lunge might be plenty for you. If you want a little more, kick the heel in and out. See how that feels. If that's plenty, that's where you stop. If you want a little more still, left hand will reach back, maybe touch the toes, maybe grab the foot, maybe that left knee splays out to the left just a little bit. Big breath in. On your exhale, take that back down. Your right hand will stay. Lift the back knee. Find your side plank. Left foot can stack on top of the right. It can go in front of the right, or that right knee can come down for a little extra support. Your choice, which might be different on this side than the first. Don't stress about that either. Big breath in. Exhale, make your way back to downward facing dog. Last of those child's pose flows. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, brief, think active child's pose. Gaze at the top of your mat. Snake your body forward and through to that final cobra. And then weight to the heels. Final downward facing dog. Big breath in. Exhale, knees come down. Cross your ankles and just roll backwards to take a seat. Heel grab gently below your thighs and round yourself down to your back. Bring your knees into your chest once you get there. One palm on either knee, you'll press the knees away from you. Take them open in either direction and around. So you're making big circles with the knees. These are knee stirs. It should feel nice to open up the hips a little bit after that standing flow. And then you'll just reverse directions with those circles. Just move in the opposite way. The next time your knees are open, hold them open, take your happy baby. You can grab around your thighs, you could grab around your feet. It might feel nice to rock a little side to side or even experiment with extending and bending a leg or both. Take big breaths in and out. Then you'll take your feet down to the mat and let your knees open wide into a diamond shape. Slip your hands stacked like a pillow behind your head so that you can allow both the upper body and the lower body to fully release in your reclined goddess. Let gravity do all the work here. Imagine you are letting that brief, gentle, full body flow soak into your body for a moment. Then moving intentionally in slow motion, your right leg and only your right leg will slide long on the mat. Your right arm will slide long beside that right leg. Left leg and only the left leg will slide long on the mat. Left arm last to follow. Pull your shoulders from your ear, flip your palms up, let your feet open up naturally. Take a giant inhale. On your exhale, close your eyes and let everything go. Find a moment in peace. You can stay here as long as you need. But if and when you're ready to transition, wiggle your fingers and toes, bring a little life back into your body, circle your ankles, your wrists. If it feels good, you might do a full body stretch. Just reach to all four corners of your mat or of your space. And then curl to one side. Make a little pillow with one of your biceps. Hang out in the fetal pose for a full inhale, a full exhale. And then you'll press yourself up to any seated position. It might be cross-legged if that's not comfortable. Anything else works. 2 final big deep breaths. On an inhale, sweep your arms to the ceiling. Big breath in. Open your mouth. Exhale, sigh it all out. Last big inhale, gather up all that awesome energy you just created for the rest of your day. Capture it between your palms and seal it all in by drawing down to your heart. Thanks for joining me today. See you next time.